Okay, so Jyoti, can you hear me? Jyoti?
Yeah, I'm hear you.
Yeah, so tell me, let's say you are running a company, okay? You hired some employees to help you with your work. So, how would you keep them motivated?
Okay. Uh, I think understanding his problem and solve it properly, uh, give a progress path.
Understanding is problem, but various employees has different kind of problem. So, how would
Yeah.
you reach them? Would you ask them personally, each one of them? What is your
No, no,
problem?
no. Only for organization related.
Only for?
Organization related, and some critical case, maybe personal problem solve.
Okay, Madhusudan, same question for you. How would
Yes,
you
sir.
keep your employees motivated?
Yes, sir. The first thing, making them comfortable in our business area means, suppose I am make if suppose I hired a software engineer, then I would make him a comfortable seat and comfortable desktop, everything. What the requirements required for him, I will provide him. In general, the requirements or the comfortableness required for the employees should be given. So then I think they would be motivated.
Any other way?
Uh, and we should make means we should not make them very sad. Means we should not give them overload. We should not overload them with work.
So, what about money? Do you think that by giving them more money or giving them bonus, they would be motivated?
No, sir. Directly giving more money, more bonus means they will get more. They will become more lazy. So at starting, we will means at starting we can take an sign from them that while you will be, if you work hard, you will be given money, more money. If you work less, you will be given less money. Like that,
Yeah,
some
that's what I'm
organization.
saying. They have to work
Yes.
hard. Then only you would give money.
Yes, sir.
Why would you give money if they are lazy?
Yes, sir. Means stage by
Okay,
stage increasing money.
okay, okay, Hariji, what about your opinion?
Yes, Haritra,
Hmm.
am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So, according to me, I think we must motivating an employee is totally very specific to personality types. So, if a person is motivated by money, so we need to accordingly handle him and give him that opportunities and tell him that if you do business, this much amount of business, you will be promoted and you will get so much of incentives, so that will make him motivated to work, right? But some employees will be like, I want to stay with my family, I have my personal life. Okay, so they are not interested in getting quick promotions or lots of money. So even if you tell him like, come on, if you complete the target, I am going to promote you this month, so he will not be motivated listening to that. He will say, sir, I want to go to home because I have some family function, or some my family members are coming, relatives are coming, I want to attend them. So it will be like that. So it is all very personality specific. So we need to understand the personality traits of each and every employee. So this is a very general question, like how to keep it's a very good topic, how to keep motivated your employees. So for that reason, we should be able to understand the psychology of our employees, each and every employee. So what is the personality type?
So in that case, what would you do if the employee says, I don't want no money, I want to stay home, I want to spend more time with my family. So in that case, you see now they are more devoted to their family than to work. So in that case,
Correct.
how would you motivate them?
So in that case, we can do many ways are there to keep employees motivated. So we can tell them like, see, if boss, if you work today well, your future, like you will be in a good position in coming future, and you will be having much more time with your family and with peace of mind. Like whatever your expenses are there, everything will be covered easily. So it is only a matter of time, like you have to work hard for now so that you can in future you can stay, get more time with your family, right? So that is one point that can be told to him. Or else we can say like, you complete my task, and you can leave for the day. I won't be asking anything. So so even that is a thing to be to keep them motivated.
Well, what about just straightforwardly telling them that if you don't work, then you would get fired? What about this opinion?
So that is something, what do you call as hire and fire type of culture, which is
No, I think
uh,
that would be the best motivation. You just simply tell them, look, if you don't devote enough time, if
uh,
you are working in a company, then at least you have to devote a minimum number of time, na, minimum amount of
right,
time. If you
right,
don't devote enough time, you will be fired. What about that?
right. So if he is not caring, like he wants to stay with family, but he is not caring about his responsibility. He is careless person. So such person will say, okay sir, you can make me leave the job. I will find another job. I'll work over there. So they will have such type of attitude, right? So even if we say you are fired, so you can motivate, or you are not motivating actually, Aritra.
Threatening,
You
actually. That is
you are
threat.
threatening, yeah, you
Yeah.
are threatening that if you don't work, yeah, I'll fire you. So you will get the work done under pressure, okay? So that work will be done, but it will always be in pressure. It won't be coming from sincerity or by heart. So so the employee is not working because he is sincere or he is interested to work, but because he don't want to lose his job. So he is threatened. So in that way he will work. So but behind, he will always curse you. Behind you he will say that your boss is such bad. He's always saying about resign, this, that. uh,
Let him
and one
say,
and
why
one
does it
day
matter?
one day
My
one
job is to get the work done. That's my motivation.
Yeah,
My intention is to get him do my work. So he can say whatever you
right.
want to behind my back.
No, no, but what he will do, he will also start searching for some other opportunity. And as soon as he get a good hike, he will just uh, put papers in your table, and he will laugh at you, and he will say, "Yeah, I'm going now." Now you keep threatening. So that will be an embarrassing situation for you in front of the colleagues, in front of other colleagues or other employees. So even other employees will start get motivated in the wrong way. So they won't be motivated to do work, but they will be motivated to search job, another job. They would be motivated to change the company, right? So in that way, you will means, if it goes on, then one day all new employees will come, and boss will he will also not know now what to do, now whom to fire. Everyone is new and only one day old. So it will be difficult in that case to run a company like
No,
that.
actually, what I mean is that I won't show my bossy attitude to everyone, because
Mhm.
those who are sincerely working and those who are passionate about their work, they don't need to be get threatened. They can work by themselves. They are already self-motivated to work. So I don't need to pressurize them. But those who are, not so caring about their work, careless about their work, always wanted to go home or want to go home early to spend time with their family, not spending a minimum amount of time, they need to be threatened. Not everyone
Mhm.
need to be shown the bossy attitude.
Mhm. No, but everyone is having something or other thing, na. No one is interested in this. See, in a private job, no one is really interested to work. Okay, and everyone is having something or the other going in his mind, that maybe someone is going home because of family, but someone might not be married, so he might be thinking, I will go to my friend's place, we will enjoy, we will watch movie, this that. Someone will have some other intention, I want to watch a movie, I want to play games, computer games, I want to meet friends, I want to meet girlfriend. So it can be different reason, right? It cannot be. So everyone will be, no one is that sincere that he will devote 100% time to the company. Okay,
No,
in
that
a
is true.
yeah, no one is there in fact. So the ideology itself, like whenever you are getting hired in a job, so you will never work to your 100%, because your mind is programmed for that salary. You are
Pleasure,
waiting for that,
pleasure.
yeah, pleasure. So you are getting that security that at the end of month you are going to get your salary, you are going to, your account is going to get credited whether you work or not, that doesn't matters for you.
No, if you
So
don't work, then why would I give you salary? If you don't work
yeah,
at all.
yeah, that, see, that is a perspective of a owner. If you are the owner of the company, then you will say like that. But when someone is doing job, so not everyone is sincere, I am saying. So 100% no one will devote. Some will devote 95%, some will devote 90%, some will be 70% sincere. So depends on person to person, like that. So thing is, yeah, means you need to build company with your employees, right?
Okay. Okay, Madhusudan, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Madhusudan, tell me, let's say that you have to fire an employee. Okay, there is one employee who is very unmotivated, who is not working at all, and he's not following your orders. He's not following your orders at all. He's very careless. So you decide to fire that employee. So how would you tell him that you are fired?
That's so simple. Go and say him directly that you will be fired tomorrow or day after tomorrow, as you're not working.
Yeah, you'd say,
So directly, I'll say him that I am going to fire you. Nothing, no problem in saying indirectly or managing or making him to sit, giving some coffee and telling him, making him half an hour. They're only time waste. No use, sir. Then again he will be get motivated and again he raises the questions why, what, where, like that. So going directly and telling him you're fine.
good. You are a very practical man, I guess. Bold man, because you see, not every employer has the courage to say directly that you would be fired. Because
Yes, sir.
there's a thing, because you see now, if you tell your employee that you would be fired or you are fired, then you are hurting that person. The psychology is that you are directly insulting that person, that you are fired. That is an insult actually. You are
Sir,
hurting that. So,
can I tell you one thing?
yeah, yeah.
Means he will be sitting in the company and he will be very lazy and he will be not working. It will also hurt me now, sir.
Yeah, sure.
With that hurt, if we say him directly, there is no problem. Without any hurt or without anything, without any problem, if I say me, there is definitely a problem.
Mhm. Good, good, good one. Okay, Jyoti, same question for you. How would you inform an employee that he is fired? How would you approach him? Jyoti, are you there? Jyoti, can you hear me? Yes, it's not audible. Okay, so another question is, okay, Hariji, now you see that in most workplace or in most corporate job, there is a very toxic work culture, a very competitive environment. So how can you change that competitive environment into a cooperative environment? Because you see, cooperation is more important than competition. So let's say that you are running a company and the work culture that is created is very competitive and very toxic. So how can you transform that into a cooperative environment?
So basically, this can be done by having outdoor activities like team building activities, like maybe a cricket match or maybe a joint trekking in a place outside, like outside working hours. Like suppose it's a weekly off, so we can arrange trekking to some remote location, to a small mountain, and with all the team members, and make it as a mandatory for everyone to attend. So we will have a bonding, that a bonding is created when you do something outside activities. So automatically it removes your egos, previous clashes, whatever will be there, that will be removed to somewhat extent. And the next day when you join will be in a fresh mind, and mostly all the employees, they will start like working in harmony, like rather than competing. It will be a teamwork kind of thing. So in the same way, like playing cricket game or football, even that is also very good team building activity. And apart from that, team lunches, even that helps you. So if you make a like if there is some event or there is some festival, maybe one day before you can have a team lunch. Or if any employee is getting promoted, so we can have a team lunch together. So that will also boost the uh, team synergy, so they will start working in synergy. That is what can be done, like according to me, in a company.
Okay, Madhusudan, tell me, how would you do it? Same question for you.
Sir, repeat the question once again.
Yeah, the question is that let's say that you are a owner of a company, and in that company the work culture is very toxic one. There's a competitive environment. Everyone is there to beat each other in a through a competition. Now, how would you change that competitive environment into a cooperative environment? You see, cooperation is much more important than competition. So, how would you transform from competition to cooperation? Your company.
Sir, according to me, competition is better than corporation. Means some rules will be applied. Means when you are competing someone, you should not cheat someone. Means suppose you are running 100-meter race, you should not push the person who is run behind or front of you. Then that is the cheating. Then that competition is very wrong. Means here competition means beating one another, and definitely it will help my company to grow, sir. Then why I should make to cooperation? Means only the thing which I want to take care is that no one should cheat one each other. Means suppose I build any software, means you coming and demolishing it, and somewhat bad things should not happen. This thing should be maintained. Only that.
Okay, Jyoti, are you there? Jyoti, can you hear me? Jyoti, hey, Jyoti, can you hear me? Okay, she is not audible, I guess. Anyway, okay. Mm, okay, Hariji. Uh, this is a confusing question. So, do you think that you can, or any person can run a company successfully for 10 years, 20 years, or maybe
Mhm.
30 years without firing any of their employees? And without firing means the employees who joined first when the company was starting would still stay after 30 years. Not a single employee would be fired. Is this possible for a man to run a company without firing any of his employee for 30 or 40 years?
Mm, Now, I think this is again a perspective. If you are Tata, if that person is Tata, then
Hmm.
definitely it is possible for him to run a
Yeah,
company without firing the person for 30 or 40 years, right? But
yeah.
if that person is the owner of the company is either Adani or Ambani or
Elon
maybe
Musk. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, or
Yeah.
maybe for that
Steve
reason
Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
A rude person.
So
Extremely rude
yes,
person.
extremely rude person. So
Yeah.
then it's not possible. You can't stay one day without, if you cross his what he says, if you cross the limits, then you can't stay even for one day in the company. You can be fired same day. So depends from person to person and perspective. And yes, it is possible to run a company if you are like having good reputation. You are a very old company, then definitely it is possible. Because see, mostly in I'll give you an example about Japanese work culture. So in Japan, mainly the employees, the workforce, they spend their entire life companying for the same entire life working for the same company, only for one company. So they are highly faithful, highly sincere Japanese people towards their company and towards the work. So they work overtime, and that too for unpaid
Unpaid.
yeah, it overtime is
Seriously.
unpaid.
Why?
Yes. So that culture is there in Japan. Actually, the Japanese work culture is like that. If you want to stay in the company, everyone has to work overtime. Like, Japan is one of the country, it comes in a time zone that is, means people work for as long as 18 to 20 hours in a day, because the
18
time
to
zone of,
20 hours.
yes, because the time
Are they
zone,
building their own
yeah.
company? That you do when you build your own company. Employees
No,
don't
no.
work 18 to 20 hours.
Even no. That is even employees. I'm not sure, but most of them, not all, but most of the employees, like executive class and whatever employees are there at managerial level, they work for this 18 to 20 hours. It's very common. Like,
Oh my
either they
God.
work it, yeah, and even there are many cases of suicide because of overwork, like
But why?
depression.
Why is it so?
Depression. It is
No,
like
no.
that. It is
Depression. Why do they need to work so much?
because the competition, like the Japanese products are highly competitive in throughout the world. And apart from that, Japan, the time zone of Japan is something that it's a very contradicting time zone, that you have to work starting from 3:30 a.m. morning. Because if you see the time zone of Japan with other countries, like the mainly US or European countries, so it's a very contradicting time zone. You have to work at nights, you have to work at early morning. So that is how the work culture has been developed over there. So
So how do
mainly
they spend time with their family?
that is the reason they are not having family life at all in Japan. So there is like government gives you incentive if you get married to a Japanese girl, or if a person from outside country goes there and marries a Japanese girl and have a baby, then they will give you all incentives, because there is hardly any family life. People don't get married until 40 years in Japan. So that is a very common range. Like people, girls and boys, they get married after 40 years because they don't get time only to get married for all these things. So that is how the Japanese people are working. So maybe many few people will be knowing this, but if you search in some Wikipedia and articles, you can find a better understanding about this. So they are highly workaholic people, Japanese people. So they work most of the times, they spend their time working, and they think it is correct, it is good for their health. They think like that. But
For their health.
yeah, means if you work, if you keep yourself busy, then you will live a longer life. But if you do something else and waste your time in friends and different types of activities, movies, so that will be like you won't be productive in your life. So once they believe that if you are workaholic and you are faithful to one company for a long time, then probably you will live longer. They think like that. But the darker side is these days lots of cases of suicide are also coming into
Of
picture
course,
because
people would commit suicide. Any
yes,
person who is working 20 hours a day for forever,
yes,
20 years or 30 years, of course, he would commit suicide.
yeah, exactly, he will get into so much of
How can they
things.
survive? They should leave the country.
Yes, yes, but they are very patriotic also. They are very they won't leave their country, Japanese people.
Anyway, so yeah, so Ricky, apart from Ratan Tata, can you give another example of an entrepreneur who is most probably not going to fire his employee at all?
Mhm. See, that will be mainly the government organizations. Private, I'm not sure.
No, one
Uh,
more person is there. I can say that is Sandeep Maheshwari.
Sandeep
Heard about
Maheshwari.
him? Yeah, you heard about him?
Yes, yes, I know about him.
So, yeah, Sandeep Maheshwari,
Motivational.
according to him, he has not fired an employee till now from his company,
Okay,
Images Bazaar.
okay, okay, okay.
I don't know how do they do it. But tell me, Hariji, if it's really possible to do that, I mean, how can they do that? Let's say there are some employees who are not working at all. No matter how
Mhm,
much you motivate them, they are not interested in working. So, how can you keep them for 10 years or 20 years without even firing them to show humanity? How can you do that? How is that possible?
no, see, they will be, it's all a art of managing. You cannot, there is a way of saying things. Okay, there is a way of putting things. There is a way of getting things done from others. That is what is called as management skills. So Sandeep Maheshwari and Ratan Tata and for example any other CEO or entrepreneur, so they are very good in managing people. Okay, so thing is, you don't know anything of that subject, but you get the work done from them who has the knowledge about it. So that is what is called as managing people, right? So there cannot be a reason to deny, like अगर आप
It's
किसी
very
को रिक्वेस्ट
hard.
कर
It's not so easy
नो
to keep them continuously without firing at all.
no, no, it is not like that. It is not hard or easy. but if you get your work done na, so there is no reason for firing someone. If you have some X work and you want to get it done from person A, and person A is not doing that work, suppose, so you have another alternative also, person B, and person B does the X work, right? So but your work is done, so you can expect some other work, you can take some other work from person A who has denied doing that work today, so you can give him work Y next time. So this is how they do the permutation combination. They will keep on trying. A good entrepreneur will, like, there is a very famous quote. I don't remember the entire quote now, but thing is, they said the battle is not won by fighting. Like, by fighting a war, you cannot win a battle. The battle is won when there is no war at all, right?
Battle. You have a battle is a war.
Yeah,
Battle
the
means
battle means war, but if you are fighting, no battle, battle is a war, but if you don't participate in that, and if there is no battle, then you are the actual winner of that
well, if
battle.
you don't participate in the battle, then your enemy would participate in the battle and your enemy could take your territory. That's what would happen.
No, no,
If
no.
there is a fight between India and
I am not. I
Pakistan,
am not able to quote it correctly. I'll just. I'll just check for that quote. What that quote is.
yeah, what I'm saying is if there is a fight between India and Pakistan and India decide
Mm-hmm.
to India follows that code that a battle can be won by not
Mm-hmm.
participating at all. If the Indian soldiers leave their field without for
Mm-hmm.
not participating, then Pakistani soldiers would capture the territory. Simple as that.
No, there can be something else now. You take some diplomatic action against Pakistan. You just cut off the supplies. You just cut off the travel. Like, you just cut off the airstrips. So even that can be done, like diplomatic steps. So that will make them think before attacking India. They won't attack just like that, right? Because they know the consequences. If they attack, there will be lots of bad things happening to them. So that is called as a diplomatic war. So that is the thing. War that can be avoided is actually a war won without fighting, right? So you need to win the war, you need to win the battle before you fight for it. So that is a very uh, what do you call, a very
I
hard,
understand. I understand.
yeah, it's a hard thing. Like, it's not an easy skill. It's a very peculiar and very difficult to do like that, right? So that is the thing. So without firing an employee, you just get the work done every time. That's it. That is how you become a successful entrepreneur.
Okay, so Madhusudan, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, one critical question for you. That is, let's say you are running a company and for the past 10 years you haven't fired a single employee from your company. Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
suddenly because of this corona crisis your company is running in loss, there is no
Yes,
profit
sir.
at all. So
Yes, sir.
in that case how can you make the company survive without firing any of your employees? Because you see, if the employees are working then you have to pay their salary. If you don't pay their salary they won't work, but the problem is that you're not getting any revenue because of corona. So in that case, how could you make the company survive without firing any of your employees? Because you see, what most company would do is that they would lay off their employees because they cannot pay their salary.
Yes, sir.
That's why. But in that case, what would you do
Yes,
without
sir.
firing them?
Yes, sir. For that case only, they in our in world we have banks. We'll go to bank and we'll take loan. That is one thing. And then, uh, if you get small amount of money, also dividing among everyone equally, sir. Means suppose at starting per month you are getting 24,000, means this time you would give 22 or 20, suppose sometimes 15, like this. That
Can you
the
repeat again? I didn't understand.
yes, sir. Means decreasing the amount of salary. Means suppose before Corona you would be getting 25,000 per month. Then uh, after when this Corona attack, then you can reduce the money because you will not be going to company and you will not be having any means you should not
No, not
means
reducing money. You won't reduce any salary. You have decided that you would pay their exact salary, not reduce it.
then one and only option is uh,
Okay?
to have the help to take the help of the banks.
Bank, but why would bank help you? You are running
Yeah,
in loss.
yes, sir,
A
taking
bank does
loan
not help loss-making company. Remember, a
means
bank never
but
helps loss-making company.
sir, the question is that your company is not closed, still running, but only in running in loss. It is not closed. No, right now, sir, it is not closed. When it will close, I will make an agreement that if something happens to me or my company, I am the responsible. I will pay full loan debt like that.
So you would take all the responsibility on yourself.
Yes, that is the only possible way through which I can I
That
can
is the
survive.
only way possible.
Yes,
Okay, good. That is good.
means sir, and the situation is if you put a paper into the water, taking the paper without making it wet, like that the situation is.
Anyway, let's end the session here today.
Yes, sir.
We meet again on Monday. Bye
Yeah, sure.
everyone. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, sir.